What if I told you? The quiet girl in the background, the one no one expected anything from, became the face of an entire generation. She wasn't born famous. She wasn't handed success. She wasn't loud, fake, or trying to impress anyone. She was different. And the world couldn't stop staring. This is not just a story. This is the rise of Jenna Ortega. In a world obsessed with noise, Jenna Ortega chose silence. While others chased attention, she sharpened her craft. While the industry tried to put her in a box, she broke it. She didn't become famous by being loud. She became unforgettable by being real. And that's dangerous. Because real people can't be controlled. Jenna Ortega didn't grow up in luxury or privilege. She grew up with discipline, ambition, and a quiet hunger. At a young age, she knew one thing: she wanted to act. Not for fame. Not for red carpets. But for expression. She faced rejection early. Auditions where doors closed. Rooms where she wasn't chosen. But here's the thing about Jenna. She never begged the door to open. She learned how to kick it down. Many people know her from Disney. But few understand how risky that chapter was. Disney can make you famous, and also erase your identity. Jenna saw that danger early. Instead of staying comfortable, she chose growth over safety. She stepped away from being cute. She rejected being predictable. And then she entered darker, deeper worlds like You Scream. This was not a coincidence. This was strategy. Then came Wednesday. Not smiling. Not sweet. Not asking for approval. Wednesday wasn't just a role. It was a statement. Jenna didn't play Wednesday Addams. She became her. She rewrote dialogue. She challenged directors. She refused to make the character likable. And somehow, the whole world fell in love. Because finally, a female character didn't exist to please. She existed to own herself. Let's talk about that dance. No training. No perfection. Just raw energy. Inspired by Susie Sue and vintage goth aesthetics. That moment wasn't about beauty. It was about freedom. And the internet. That's Jenna Ortega's power. She doesn't try to be desirable. She is unapologetic. Jenna Ortega doesn't just act. She speaks. About mental health. About industry pressure. About being young in a world that demands perfection. She doesn't sugarcoat. She doesn't perform activism. She tells the truth. Even when it's uncomfortable. That honesty, that's rare. And the industry hates what it can't control. Let's be real. Jenna Ortega has edge. Not the forced kind. Not the fake rebel image. But the kind that comes from knowing who you are. She walks into rooms without asking permission. She wears what she wants. She says no when it doesn't feel right. That's not arrogance. That's self-respect. And that kind of confidence. It intimidates people. Jenna isn't chasing trends. She's choosing meaning. She wants characters with depth. With darkness. With truth. That's why projects like Beetlejuice matter. She's not trying to stay young forever. She's trying to stay relevant. And relevance comes from courage. Jenna Ortega represents a generation that is tired. Tired of fake smiles. Tired of perfection. Tired of being told how to exist. She proves you can be quiet and powerful. Soft and dangerous. Different and successful. She doesn't scream for attention. She commands it. Talent fades. Looks fade. Trends fade. But discipline, self-awareness, fearlessness, those don't. Jenna Ortega works harder than people realize. She studies. She prepares. She protects her boundaries. That's why she's not a phase. She's a force. So no, Jenna Ortega isn't just another Hollywood star. She's a reminder that you don't have to fit in to win. That you don't have to be loud to be heard. That being yourself is the most powerful rebellion. And if this is only the beginning, then Hollywood should be very, very nervous. Because Jenna Ortega isn't here to play safe. She's here to change the game.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.